Hi, everybody. Happy Saturday.
Hey,
Good to see everyone. I was telling Storm we'll probably won't go as long today. I'm really feeling kind of yucky. I started feeling yucky last night. So um, we'll probably do a sprint and then talk about our two-word titles and then maybe wrap it up from there, is what I'm thinking. Storm, what are you reading today?
I am working on two middle grades. I got Aliana the Girl with Dragons by Julie Abe. So it's like a little, it's kind of like a Japanese retelling of Cinderella.
Oh, cool.
And then I just went and got my little graphic novel called Steve L. McEvil by Lucas Turnbloom, and I've been working on that one already this morning since I got it. It's got really pretty, like, little cute graphics.
um, I'm sorry, somebody.
And I was gonna say I forgot to get it. I was gonna show everybody if I can get the picture to come up. I did finish one this morning. It is another little middle grade book, and it's don't do that to me. It's called Strangeville School is definitely not cursed, and uh, it's
That's a
kind. It
cute
says it's for
cover.
fans of like Sideways School. I think it is that came out maybe in the '90s or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I've never read Sideways School, but I'm like, maybe I ought to because yeah, their school like all kinds of weird things happen, and this poor little guy, Harvey, he's new to the school, and there was a curse on a lost and found box, and they had to try to figure out what was going on, and there was a kraken, and the one of the like hallways flooded, like like don't worry, there's sharks in there, but don't worry, they won't. It's those kind of things, just weird and strange things that happens in the school. And everybody's like, it's just normal. It's the second book. The first book was Strangeville School is totally normal.
Have you started it already?
This is the second book. So yeah, I've read the first book and the second book. I just finished that one like before I got on.
Oh,
I was
nice.
almost done with it. It's a e-arc that I had, and I had to download it on the Adobe Digital. And so it's either read it on my phone or read it on my computer. So I usually read them on my phone. I'm okay with like the little middle grades on there because they're usually pretty short.
Gotcha. I have I am at 93% and I have 18 minutes left in Peanut Butter Panic.
Oh,
And then I'm also reading another Amish book, which wasn't too smart to read two at the same time, but that's okay. It's Death of Pi. Um, I'm doing it on ebook. It's part of the Pen Dutch Inn series. I think I only have two left, so I was trying to get caught up on it. It's on my SAS list.
they're
So,
very different though, aren't they? Two very different types of Amish books.
oh
So
yeah,
it's kind of easy to.
it
I
is.
have
There's
Peanut
much
Butter Panic.
but
I'm trying to hold out. We'll see. I
I
probably
had to do it for Amish in August. You see,
yeah.
it was a
Well, I
sacrifice.
did read two Amish books, so I feel like I did my Amish, so I can hold off if I need to.
I was trying to somebody messaged me and they asked, "How do you join the live?" So I was trying to. That's what I was trying to message them. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
I've said, "Happy Saturday." I'm reading Argyles and Arsenic by Molly McRae, fifth in the. Sorry, I'm stuffy in the Highland Bookshop Cozy Mystery Series. Nice. I have not tried. You've read that, haven't you? Or no?
No, Cozy has.
Okay, but I do like her Haunted Yarn Shop series a lot.
Oh wait, no wait, that's not the one I was thinking about. No, I haven't read that one, and Cozy hasn't read that one either. I don't know what I was thinking. There's another A book that it I
Okay,
got confused.
I was thinking there's another. There's a Scottish bookshop. That's what
Yeah,
I was thinking of.
that's
Okay.
the one I've read. The Scottish. I want to read that one by Molly McRae. I just haven't yet. I've seen. I think they're on audiobook, so I do need to put that on my list.
Tina said, "Hello, y'all. Good morning. I'm reading Death of a Chocoholic by Lee Hollis. I have about an hour left on the audiobook. Nice. Love that series. Alicia said, hello. For sprints, continuing to read Fake It Till You Bake It, but I do have a cozy for the 2-word scavenger hunt. Excellent.
Awesome.
So after the first sprint, then we'll start talking about our scavenger hunt picks. Hi, not enough bookshelves. I love that.
I like that, yeah.
Cation says, hi, everyone. Reading Address to Murder, a mail carrier cozy mystery series number 2. Is that the Tanya Kappas?
I don't know. It might be.
Hey, Jane. She said, hi, all. Reading Miss Jeffries' Rights Are Wrong and Purity and Death Day. Excellent.
I need to read another one of the Miss Jeffries. I like the first one.
Did you? I haven't read it. It's been on my
Such a long. It's like one of those long series, though. So I'm like, why did I start this?
Yeah.
There's like 30.
Really, really long. Anna said, hello, all. Just popping in on my quick break. I'll be back in an hour after I clock out. Hannah, I hope you're enjoying the new job, and we'll see you in a little bit. Although we are ending a little early, Hannah. I'm not feeling the greatest, so just to give you a
May or
heads.
may not be here.
Hello, Green Stick. She says, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Nancy says, hello, everyone. Reading the guest list by Lucy Foley today. I need to blow my nose in a minute. For my 2-word title, I read Fatal Frost by Karen McInerney. Nice. I like that series as well a lot.
I need to try that.
The Dewberry Farm series. I think you would like it. Kelly said, hello, all. Hi, Kelly. I hope you had a great birthday. I think you and I share a birthday. Was Kelly somebody?
Or yeah, maybe.
I think so. Happy Saturday. I'm stuck, not sure what to read. If you have some books that you're between, let us know. Or if you just have a theme that you want suggestions for, we can do that as well. Tina, how are you liking the Haley Powell series? I just finished Christmas Caterer. That was the author of that was one of my favorite interviews. I mean, I've enjoyed them all and I've loved them all, but he was just, I don't know. I just really, really enjoyed chatting with him. Probably the Golden Girls thing. He wrote for the Golden
That's
Girls.
probably it.
Lomax says, hi, Tiffany. Hi, Storm. Hi, everyone. I'm reading One Hot Murder by Lorraine Bartlett, number 3 in the Victoria Square on page 284 of 290. Oh, my gosh. You only have, yeah, you're so
How are you liking that, Melmac? I know you didn't get off to a very good start with that series. I know I've read like 1, maybe 2, but I don't think I've ever got to the 3rd one. It's like one of those that I read and I kind of liked it because I was doing audio and then it just kind of fell off the radar. So one of those I'm going to have to grab again and see.
She is hard for me because her names are so close together. She has like 3 pen names, but they're all versions of the same name.
Yeah, Lauren. It's like, yeah.
Because I feel like she has 2 series that are close together too, and I started mixing those up.
Yeah, because she's got the Booktown series.
Yeah, and that says Lorna Barrett, isn't it?
Yeah,
something like that.
The one that I tried the first one, I don't know. I just didn't really care for it as much as I thought. I need to try the second one.
I do like that series. There's a character in it that bothers me a couple characters, but I do like that series. The Victoria Square, I think it was the Victoria Square. I tried it, and I thought the first book was so confusing. There was just like, I don't know.
I think her books seem to have a lot going on when you get started, which kind of puts you off a little bit, maybe.
Hi, gamer. Tina says, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, last night, it's easy for me to get sick. I have some autoimmune stuff, and
I would think with like how healthy you have to eat that your like vitamin levels and the like immune would be up there, you know. But
well,
'tis the season too.
You know, and then the other thing is school just started, so we have kids coming in all the time that have been around God knows how many kids, and you know,
that's what I was like.
The younger ones like lick the doorknob and stuff. So I'm exaggerating. But,
it's germ season.
Yeah. So you know, Dream says, "Hi everyone. I'm reading Sprinkle with Murder. Really liking it so far. Excellent. The first in the cupcake bakery." Hey, Elizabeth. Good to see you. I haven't been on Discord yesterday of online in general because I was determined to finish this book before the sprints. I still couldn't manage to do that. You only have 6 pages left. You're basically finished. You're all but like a couple pages away. So Anita said, "Hey guys and girls, I'm reading Colorful Scheme by Krista Davis and finishing my review of my 2-word book, Criminally Cocoa by Mia Flower. I give it 5 stars. Book fan says Reading Bait and Witch by Angela M. Sanders. Excellent. Tina says that Buggy, I really like the other 3 books in the series, but this book isn't as good. There's a lot of uncriticized fat phobia against the victim, and it's really upsetting. Gotcha. I'm planning on continuing with the series, but I think this is going to be a 3-star. Gotcha. I'm 76% done with Peanut Butter Panic.
Everybody stop.
I have
You have to make me read it.
18 minutes left, I mean. There are really more than 2 types of Amish books. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But these were cozy mysteries, so she was just saying, but they are still a lot different than each other.
Well, yeah, because I think I could probably read Amanda Flower and Laura Bradford at the same time and not get them confused because one's like really kind of fluffy and the other one's got a little bit more of a serious tone. So that's why I was like, yeah.
Yeah. Well, and the Pin Dutch Inn, I hadn't read it in years, a long time, and I feel like there's some stuff in this one that's would be considered culturally insensitive today. I don't know about when she wrote it because it's it's
yeah,
been
that was written a long time ago, kind
but well, these are later in the series, so they're not as long ago. I mean, they're in the probably 2010s and beyond, but still long ago enough that I feel like now some of the like liners, because the main character, she claims herself to be like sarcastic, like that's how she describes herself, but could be a lot of taken in culturally insensitive. I feel like, and I don't think it's meant to be that way. I just think that it wouldn't hold up. Some things just don't hold up in the span of time. So Susan G said, "Hello, everyone. Not reading anything in particular this morning. Trying to decide if you need help." Cav said, "I'm going to be listening to Cav. I'm going to be listening to Argyles and Arsenic before the end of the month. I have it checked out already. Excellent. I know Elizabeth really likes the Haunted Yarn Shop series.
Yeah, I've read that one completely. I wish she'd write some more on that series.
Thank you, Nancy. Thank you. I've listened to 9 books this month with 2-word titles, but none have been cozy mysteries.
That's okay, though. You can pick one of your non-cozies and throw it up there because there's some that read non-cozy ones. I read 1 non-cozy and 2 cozy. I read 3 2-word titles. So I was telling Tiffany, I thought it would be harder to do 2-word titles, and then I read like 3, and I didn't really realize that. I just look, 2-word titles.
Yeah. It wasn't as hard once you didn't focus on it as much and just looked, because I just looked and seen all the series that I was reading and found a book that had a 2-word title, and there was one within the one of the series I'm reading. But
it was like with the Julie Mulhern that like the last 5 or 6 I think of her books have been 2-word titles. So I was like, oh look, this is easy.
Yeah. Nancy said Lee Hollis was one of your best. Oh, he was great. Great. I really
need to go back and look at that. I wasn't watching you, I don't think, when you did Lee Hollis.
It was a great interview. It was really fun. He was really I just really
my favorite was your Libby Klein one, which I wish I liked her books more because she's really funny.
She is hilarious.
But I just haven't really cared much for her books.
Yes, Tiffany, we do. I thought so. I hope you had a great birthday. Yeah, mine was great. We hung out with Kevin and then my grandma fixed me supper. So the only thing was I was thinking for my other channel, I didn't do a wrap up for Thursday or Friday because my grandma fixed me supper on my birthday. And then on Friday, I met up with some people and had supper. It's really, really hard to eat out. I'm not going to try to eat out when I go home because it was like I had to order like a plain chicken breast and a plain sweet potato. That's all I could really have. Because even the
And then
butter,
that's not that tasty. I mean, at least at
that's
home
the,
you can
yeah,
like doctor it up a bit.
exactly. Exactly. At home, I'm eating the same things, but I can at least, yeah. But I mean, even their mixed vegetables were something I couldn't have because they already have them like in a container with butter and,
Mhm.
so, but, um, but yeah, it was really nice.
Can you have like all the spices, or are there still some spices that you can't have?
Oh gosh, no.
Okay.
I can't have like, any like seed spices. So anise, mustard seed, that sort of thing. Nutmeg. I can't have, any kind
So,
of pepper, any form of pepper, black pepper, cayenne, chili powder, because they're all from Nightshades,
okay, yeah.
stuff like that. Most recent cozies I've read with 2-word titles are Death Threats by Elizabeth Lynn Casey. Yay, one of my favorite series of all time. And Maternal Witness by Vanetta Chapman. That's an
I
Amish.
need to finish the third book in that one Amish series that we did
I
like
do
for
too.
April, just so I can get it out of the way because I think there's only 3 in that series, and I feel like it's hanging. It's just kind of hanging there. So read me.
The Victoria Square series is just okay. I don't dislike it, but I don't think it'll ever be a favorite. I'll finish the series. I have 5 more books or 8 books total. Nice.
I think when I read that, also, I think my cozy tastes have changed too. So, like, I'd have to try again to see. But I know whenever I first started reading cozies, like, I loved everything, but now I don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it was so
Well,
new and so different from the books that I
exactly.
was reading that I loved everything.
Exactly. Um, all right. Well, we are caught up and we were supposed to start at 15. So why don't we just go ahead and start? We'll read till 45. Is that good?
That's fine.
Okay. I'll put that up. All right, everyone. When we get back, we'll start discussing our 2-word title for the Scavenger Hunt pick. Happy reading, everyone. How'd everybody do?
I did pretty good. I got to page 64 of Steve L. McEvil.
That's it. Looks cute.
Yeah, he thinks he's a super villain and he's gonna take over the world.
I just finished Peanut Butter Panic.
Yay! Did you like it? Was it a good one?
Yeah, it was good. Of course.
Of course, yeah.
Well, not of course. There are times, but yes, no, I really enjoyed it. And I don't know when I'm gonna start. I mean, I have the other Amish book going, but I don't think with my headache that I want to try to e-read, so I might listen later. I'll just find something else to listen to, I think. I can have salt. I've been using Redmond real salt and I haven't felt the need for any other spices or seasonings. Okay. I'll have to look that up. I use like the pink Himalayan salt. Lauren said, "Yay, perfect timing. A tad bit late, but the yard work is never ending. I feel you." Green Stick said, "Forgot to say it tastes so much better than any other salt." Oh, I'll have to look at that. Thank you. Hummingbird said, "Just got here. Been really busy all day. Really early morning riser. Reading Early Morning Riser by Catherine Henry. Or Heine. Heine. I hope you're enjoying. I've never heard of that. I was trying to think Early Morning Riser. I'm guessing just general fiction, but I don't know." Hey, Regina. She said, "Good afternoon. Reading Moose and Murder by Elizabeth Logan. Don't know if this counts as a 2-word title. 2-word adjacent." My 2-word title. Oh, we can hop into those. Storm, would you want to do the Goodreads portion?
Sure.
Okay. So, Moose and Murder, Elizabeth Logan. That's the Alaskan Diner series. I love that series. I just can't remember if that. Yeah, it's the Alaskan Diner series. She takes over her parents. The main character's parents own a diner and something Moose or.
Yeah, it's the first one in the Alaskan Diner series. It says a young chef might have bought off more than she can chew when she returns to her Alaskan hometown to take over her parents' diner in this charming first installment of a new cozy series.
Yeah, her parents retire and go on like a world cruise or something like that. She takes over the diner. It's a really fun series. So far there's 3, but I really hope that there's more in the series. Are you?
The last one came out last year, so there's a good chance that there could be another one.
Yeah, I don't know if it's over or not, but it's not like it's been like a significant time, like you said. Regina, are you enjoying it? I hope you're enjoying it. I have a thing for Alaska, so it's hard to. Although Bear Witness wasn't.
I need to try that one. I haven't tried that one yet.
Which one? The Alaskan Diner. I really enjoy that one. Yeah. Susan G said, "My 2-word book title is Book Plate Special by Lorna Barrett. It's the 3rd in the Booktown. I gave it 4 stars."
And I think we've talked about this one a little bit too. Let's see. Well, that's kind of a cute cover. See, the first one is called Murder is Binding.
So the town is a bunch of different bookshops, and each one is like a different genre.
Yeah, and I'm guessing that each of the books is probably about a different bookshop, maybe.
No,
kind of centered around them or something.
No. I mean, I haven't read all of them, but it's just a town that's made up. I mean, sometimes there's other bookshops involved in town, and
well, like in the first one, like it was the owner of the cookbook store that was killed or whatever. That's why I'm thinking maybe some of the mysteries might involve.
That's her sister now owns that shop.
Her sister. I've only read the first one, but City Slicker, Teresa Miles, never met nothing but friendly faces, and then she opens her mystery book store and meets her friendly competition.
Yeah. Cav said her Scavenger Hunt book is checked out by Elizabeth Van Craig. 3 stars. Awesome librarian, saves the day. Start, but then it fizzled. Also had an error and a mystery clue. Pleasant, quick read, but lacks depth.
I haven't heard of that one, the Village Library Mysteries.
I think I just talked about it, but that was the first time I'd heard about it. What is the synopsis for it? I mean, it's a
It
librarian.
says there are no renewals when you're permanently checked out. When
That's
librarian Anne Beckett finally reluctantly agrees to being set up on a blind date by one of her overeager patrons, she figures that the worst that could happen would be that the two wouldn't hit it off. Little did she know that she'd be stood up because her date was murdered. Okay. So, with the help of her patrons, Anne tries to find out who might be responsible in the small town of Whitby before more residents are permanently checked out.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to start the Myrtle Clover series, so I'm really excited about that. I know it's the same author, but Village Librarian sounds really fun too. I think that sounds cute.
There's 7 books in that series, and the latest one
Oh,
came out this year, so it's still going.
hmm.
I'm gonna check that one out because I like book ones of Village Library. So interesting.
Lomax said I finished my book, One Hot Murder by Lorraine Barrett, number 3 in the Victoria Square. It was my least favorite so far in the series. I just like so to begin with.
Bummer.
Jane said, I'm at 37% of Mrs. Jeffries Rights or Wrong and 32% on Purity of Murder or Purity in Death. I mean, I can't speak is why I made that. I think that's the JD Robb, right? Purity in Death, maybe.
I think so.
I finished Magic and Macaroons by Bailey Cates. Nice. Number 5 in the Magical Bake Shop. And now I'm reading Spells and Scones, number 6. For 2-word title, I read Extra Dirty by Mia Gold. Extra Dirty by Mia Gold. Storm's looking it up. I don't know what that is.
Let's see. Oh, it is number 2 in the Ruby Steel Cozy Mystery series. It has looks like a wine glass or something on the front of it. So the first one is On the Rocks by Mia Gold. I've heard of that. It's on my list to try. It says Ruby Steel 30 beautiful fit seems just like any other expat hiding out in the Bahamas and playing local bartender, but unruly patrons find out the hard way. Ruby is a mixed martial arts pro and not one you want to cross.
Did you like it? That sounds really interesting.
That's interesting, yeah. Oh. And it's in the Bahamas, set in the Bahamas, so that's different.
Right? Exactly. Greenstick said, finished listening to day 27 of Psalms and Proverbs for commuters, though I was icing my shoulder injury and not commuting anywhere. Oh no, I hope your shoulder feels better. Not Enough Bookshelves said my Scavenger Hunt pick was the Salted Caramel, 3 stars. Of course, by Amanda Flower. That one we've talked significantly about.
I was going to say, I don't think that one really needs to be talked about.
Candy Shop in an Amish community in Harvest, Ohio.
And lots of fun.
One of my favorite series. Not Enough Bookshelves. Will you read number 2? Just curious. Finished my book. Nice, Cajun. I'm at 33%. I read a chapter and finished my review. Amazing, Anita. My 2-word Scavenger Hunt pick was Murphy's Slaw by Elizabeth Logan. It's number 3 in the Alaskan Diner. I liked it a lot. Rated 4.5 stars. That was just the series that we talked about. And I recommend it as well as Melmac. What did you read for your 2-word title?
Me, well, I read 3. One of them was a romance called Promise Canyon by Robin Carr, which it was really good. It had Native American culture in that one, so I liked it. Then I read Evil Woman by Julie Mulhern, but we've talked about my favorite series there, the Country Club series. So I'm going to pick Till Death by Carol J. Perry, It is the latest book in the Witch City series because I don't think we've talked much about that. But that one is about Lee Barrett, who she's had many different jobs from the beginning to now. So like she starts off, she's kind of like a reporter, she's kind of a teacher. She ends up being a psychic on TV, Crystal Moon. But that didn't go over so well. She didn't like that. And then she taught a little bit, and then she's like a reporter for the news. And now she's made it up to like she's like station manager type thing. So like she's had like many different transitions throughout her uh, the series, which has been fun. And she's
I really enjoyed this one.
Sort of paranormal. To me, I feel like it's lightly paranormal. There are a couple I think that could be a little overboard because I do remember like, there's one that was really heavy on like the witch thing, but she's like a scryer, so she can see like the future or the past or even present in like shiny objects. She does not like it. She does not like being that, and it usually happens in the most inconvenient times. Like she's reporting and she looks over and sees something in a shiny object and it messes her up. So like it happens when she doesn't like it. And she has a cat named Orion who they think was the familiar from a witch that died in the first one. So
The psychic he took over for.
Yeah, he kind of helps them out every now and then to solve the crimes. He will meow at certain times when they're looking at things. I think it's a lot of fun. I think that was the 13th book, the 12th or 13th book. I can't remember.
In the Carol J. Perry?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I read the first one, loved it. I read the second one, and it went a little off the rails paranormal for me.
Yeah. I think if you was to try again, I don't think that. I mean, like I said, there are some of them because her friend is a witch, so like sometimes you get that, but a lot of times it's her seeing the things in the shiny objects. But I don't really think that it's like too paranormal.
Gotcha.
Though this one was a cold case type, but it kind of ties in with what happened to her family, so I kind of liked that and found it a little bit interesting.
Nice. And I read, well, I'm in the middle of reading one, and so I finished another because one is on ebook and one was audiobook. So the one that I'm currently still reading that I did not finish was Sinfully Delicious. It's the first book in the Two Broomsticks and a Gas. Hold on. It cut me off right when I was reading it. Two Broomsticks. Ah, you dirty bird. Hold on. I'll just go to there. Two Broomsticks, Gas and Grill Witch Cozy Mystery Series. So I'm in the middle of it. It's okay. It's a KU book. It's by Amanda M. Lee, and the family owns a like dinery type thing, and the main character comes back. She thought she'd never come back, but her family's kind of mean to her. It's interesting. I don't know if I don't know. I need to continue reading. But the other one that I did finish was a Laura Levine Jane Austen from the Jane Austen series, which we've talked about a lot. She is a writer. She pretty much will write anything for you because she never has a steady job. It's like contract work. Like she's hired by someone to do one commercial or one
freelancer or something like that.
Yeah. And she just basically will take anything as long, just to pay her bills. She has a cat named Prozac. You get to hear his thoughts through her or what she thinks he would be thinking. And then her parents, they have moved to Florida to retire so that her mom can be close to QVC because her mom thinks she'll get the packages faster if she lives in Tampa. So they up and moved. And in the second book, you start getting emails back and forth from the parents. So the mom will write something and she'll be like, oh gosh, the worst thing happened. And then dad will write something and he's like, honey, the best thing just happened. And their perspectives is, I mean, it's hysterical. It's
I need
really,
to try that. I haven't tried that
but the
one.
whole series is very sarcastically funny, it can be self-deprecating in the
Mhm.
way she talks and stuff. So if you don't like that sense of humor or
That's why
that,
I need to
it's
try
not
it
going to
because I
be
won't
it's
know
not going to
until I
be
try it to see
it's
if
not
I.
going to be for you, which it's just not going to be for everybody, but I find it especially humorous, and it's a lot of repetitiveness. I feel like it's very
Formulaic.
yeah, in the way that it happens, like, and I mean all of them are, but this one's even, I don't even know how to describe it. It's very much that way, but that's what I expect. Like when I pick up one of those, I know it's just going to be light and I'm going to laugh and this is going to happen and this is going to happen and you know,
Yeah. It's like when I pick up a Crew of Hunter books by Heather Graham. I know it's very formulaic. I know exactly what's going to happen, but it's a comfort read, and so I know when I pick it up, I'm going to have a good time. The talking to her cat or hearing what her cat does reminds me of um, the country club mysteries because she talks to her coffee maker all the time,
oh,
and her coffee maker talks back. So I'm pretty sure it's what she's thinking that the coffee maker is saying to her. And
my
she's like,
coffee-
like, don't mock me because she's like up early and needs her coffee or whatever it is.
that's hilarious. Bookman said I'm at 50%. Lincation said her scavenger hunt pick was Swamp Sniper, number 3 in the Misfortune series. Love this series, so funny. Great characters and great mysteries, 5 stars.
Yeah, I figured you could tell about that one because you've read the first one. You knew
I
maybe.
absolutely loved it. So the main character is she was worked for like the FBI or CIA, one of those kind of secret agency places, and a mission goes bad and she is sent to this um, like really small town in Louisiana. Um, and she's meant to hide there as another person. The other person like was supposed to be coming from a foreign country or something like that, or so that people didn't know her there, and so they're like, oh, you're going to be her, and then they sent the other girl somewhere else, and it is hysterical. There's a group of older women in this town that I absolutely love. It is very very funny, and it has a lot of the same kind of sense of humor along the lines of the one I was just talking about, or like a Stephanie Plum or something like that. So again, depending on if you like that sense of humor or you don't. But I agree with Cajun. I've only read the first one, but it was one of my favorites of the year that I read last year.
Yeah, I need to try that one too. I'm curious about it. That's Janet DeLeon, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Jana
I when I
Jana DeLeon. Yeah,
Yeah, Jan, something like that. Yeah, when I
it's
was
just
looking
very
through my like older NetGalley books that I have, and stuff, I was like, oh look, I have an intrigue. It's by her. I was like, that name sounds familiar.
yeah. Really really enjoyed it. Um, Alicia said we'll probably finish Fake It Till You Bake It. Enjoying, nice. My scavenger hunt pick was Cruel World, but I never finished, so think about switching it to September for crafting. That works. That's Monica Ferris.
See, I'm guessing that Cruel World is Monica Ferris because um, that's the only thing I could think of and what it come up with. The Needlecraft Mystery. And do you want me to talk about that one or the other one? Both. Says when Betsy's sister is murdered in her own needlecraft store, Betsy takes over the shop and the investigation, but to find the murderer, she'll have to put together a list of motives and suspects to figure out this killer's pattern of crime. Includes beautiful embroidery patterns. So that's
Oh,
cool.
that's cool. Yeah,
It doesn't have like, uh, recipes. It has a embroidery pattern.
that's actually really cool.
I hate it whenever it's a different kind of, but it still has recipes in the back. It's like, no, it should have
Yeah.
like embroidery patterns if it's an embroidery book.
Well, or just not like some of them are like really weird. It'll be like a library series, and then I'll have desserts or recipes. That's like this doesn't even uh, make any sense. But I agree. Anita said my 2-word title is Criminally Coco by Amanda Flower, which is the series that we were talking about earlier, the Amish Candy Shop series. It's amazing. I read Holiday Buzz for the 2-word prompt, gave it 3 stars. Is that the Cleo Coyle?
Yes, it's the 12th book in the Coffee House Mysteries, so we've talked about that one a lot.
Yes. That one's a little grittier as a cozy than like traditional cozies, depending on what you like, but I do enjoy that series. 2-word Killer Chardonnay by Kate Lansing. Good but not great for me. I know it's a wine, but I don't know anything about this
The
series.
Colorado Wine Mystery Series says a young winery owner won't let one sour grape ruin the bunch in this first installment of exciting cozy mystery series. It's
Oh.
about Parker Valentine. She's always dreamed of opening her own winery in the hometown of Boulder, Colorado, but she gets more than she bargained for when a food and wine critic unexpectedly shows up in the Vino Valentine on opening day. A negative review could be fatal for her business, and not only does he seem to hate her Chardonnay, he also collapses and dies shortly after drinking it.
Oh no.
Bummer. To restore her reputation and catch a killer, she is struggling. And keep her struggling business open. Parker needs to only one thing: some good proof. So she's gonna have to figure it out. That sounds good. Kind of.
Good but not great for me. Interesting. Thanks, Alicia. Oh, that's the one we just read. It is so for me. I'll talk about the Alaskan Diner. I keep getting stuffed up. I'm so sorry. But I'm just really starting the book. For a chef, she's not doing a lot of cooking. It's always weird to me when it's like the theme is whatever, like they own a shop, but they're never there. It's like a small shop. You can't have that many workers. I'm always like, oh, I agree. My 2-word title was Cupcake or Killer Cupcakes by number 1 in Lexi Baker's series by Leanne Dobbs. I enjoyed it and thought it was cute enough to put this series on my want to continue list. I don't know about that.
I find it interesting that it's also billed as chick lit. So it says things are going great for Lexi Baker. She's finally opened her dream bakery, gotten rid of her cheating boyfriend, and settled into her grandmother's house with her perky dog Sprinkles at her side. But her blissful life doesn't last long. When her ex-boyfriend is found poisoned with cupcakes from her bakery, Lexi finds herself in the middle of a murder investigation headed up by her hunky neighbor detective, Jack Perillo. With the help of the gang of iPad-toting would-be detective grandmothers, Lexi decides to take it upon herself to find the real murderer in order to clear her name and get her bakery back in business. I was like, oh, there's a mark there for Tiffany. It has grandmother detectives.
Yep. That sounds really cute. Rough Justice by Lorraine. I guess that's how you say it, Lorraine. Berenson, who is one of my absolute favorite cozy mystery authors. Awesome. Rough Justice is a cute title. It's got to be a dog book.
Yep. There's like this big, it's cute. It's got poodle on front.
Oh.
And, she must really like it. That is Melanie Travis number 22.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. Let's see what.
There's Regina. There's a spin-off series to that, right? Are you on Goodreads, Storm? Is there a spin-off series to the Melanie Travis series about her aunts that's starting?
I don't know. Let's see. The first one in this series called A Pedigree to Die For. The covers have come a long way from the first cover. It's kind of interesting to see that sometimes. All I see is Melanie Travis.
I'm pretty sure that there's a spinoff that's starting. About
I don't see anything, so I don't know. Oh wait, Peg and Rose solve a murder. Is that it?
Yes. Yes.
Peg and Rose number 1.
and I think that that's like ants from the other series. I have it on NetGalley. It's like her older aunts or something like that. But I've
Yeah.
never read the Melanie Travis, so I hope it's
It's
still.
got a big black poodle on it, so I'm gonna guess that it's got some connection to the other one because the other series has the big black poodle. So, but the first one's called "Pedigree to Die For" in the Melanie Travis one, and it's got kind of a cartoony cover. But then the one that she just read has like an actual dog on the cover. That's why I thought it's difference
Oh,
in this one. Oh, the first one was 1985. So. Says believing that her life could not get any worse after a disastrous summer culminating in her uncle's death, single mother and teacher Melanie Travis discovers that she is in for more trouble with the disappearance of her uncle's prized poodle, leads her on the trail of a killer.
interesting.
It's a long one though, since there's like 20.
Oh, yeah. So it is about them, and I looked it up because Peg and Rose. The reason I was so excited about it because I've never read a Melanie Travis. The first line says "Murder She Wrote meets the Golden Girls,"
Yeah.
and I was like, "Okay, I'm sold." And I checked it out from NetGalley, or I got it from NetGalley. Let's see. Regina said learning a lot about Alaska. Exactly. That's probably why I liked it so much. I really loved the series. Awesome. I'm not sure which book she's talking about there. Popping in to say hi. Hi, Bev. Finally have a Saturday off. Amazing.
Cool.
My 2-word read will be Assaulted Caramel by Amanda Flower. Nice. Just got off work. Hello, Hannah. I gave Fatal Frost 4 stars. Really enjoying it. I'm breaking for lunch. A Greek salad, Tiffany with homemade Greek dressing. That sounds delicious.
And the first one in that series is Killer Jam. And I don't know. Have you read that series?
It's the Dewberry Farm series.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'm mixed. You can go ahead and read it because
Okay.
I might mix it up with another cranberry. That and the Cranberry Cove to me feel like I mix them up sometimes.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're probably kind of a little bit the same. When Houston reporter Lucy Resnick cashes in her retirement to buy her grandmother's farm in Buttercup, Texas, she's looking forward to a simple life as a homesteader. But Lucy has barely finished putting up her first batch of killer dewberry jam when an oil exploration truck rolls up to the farm and announces plans to replace her broccoli patch with an oil derrick. 2 days later, Nettie Kulkurik, the woman who ordered the drilling, turns up dead at the Founders Day Festival with a bratwurst skewer through her heart and one of Lucy's jam jars beside her, and the sheriff fingers Lucy as the prime suspect.
Ooh.
That sounds pretty interesting. I need to get on this one.
It's a fun series. Right. I like farm cozies though a lot. So Elizabeth said 2 of the canine romantic suspense books I read this month are 2-word titles: Bounty Hunter by Lynette Eason and Special Agent by Valerie Hansen. Nice.
Those are always good. I like canine stories. I'm a sucker for a dog on the cover when it comes to like romantic like suspense or anything like that. That one's number 4 in the classified canine unit.
Oh, excellent. That would be a fun series.
Yeah, it looks fun.
Colorado Wine Series is such a great series. Nice, Regina. 46% into the guest list. She said she's enjoying. I told Storm my book I wasn't sure how long the live would be since Tiffany's under the way. I'd probably go through the rest of the comments and see if anybody else has 2 Scavenger Hunt, and then I might just go ahead and wrap up because I don't know. I feel like I'm getting more stuffy as the day goes on.
Yeah, her book was Wicked Harvest by Karen McInerney. So is that in the same series?
I believe so. Yes, the Dewberry Farm.
Gave it 3 stars.
I think it's yep. They are from the Classified Canine from Love Inspired Suspense. I decided to go, to do the whole series this month. That's awesome. It is yesterday was National Dog Day, so that makes perfect sense.
It does.
Melmac said at Regina, book 4 in the Colorado Wine Series is scheduled to release next year, I think in March. It was originally going to be released earlier this year, but it was pushed back.
Yeah.
Detective grandmothers are too. Exactly. Precisely. Bad Neighbors, the first book in the Maya Chances, Agnes, and Effie series. Unfortunately, there are only 2 books in this series, which I really enjoyed.
Yeah, I think Cozy read those and she really enjoyed those, but yeah, it only got 2 books, so that's kind of a bummer.
Okay, and then she said, yes, it's called Peg and Rose Solve a Murder. Yeah. Melanie Travis is a teacher, and her Aunt Peg showed Champion Standard Poodles and got her into dog shows. All the murders are dog show related in some way. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Now, yeah. Sorry, Bad Neighbors is book 2. Bad Housekeeping is book 1 in the Agnes and Effie series. I do remember Cozy reading that. Yeah. We do know we're only going to be doing one because I'm going to be out of town for 2 weeks. I leave on Thursday to go up north to see Kevy and my family.
Which means no lives for 2 weeks on Saturday.
The first 2 Saturdays in September. And then, but it's in the, hold on, do you remember what the craft theme is? It's a craft. Thank you. It is. It's craft themed. So anything that is craft related. Amalek have already pre-ordered it. Nice, Regina.
It's on the ball. Okay, there was a few in the Scavenger Hunt.
Yes, I do remember people saying that they put their book in. Lee didn't like her book. I remember her saying that.
Yeah.
I don't think she really talked about her book, but
no, she said she wasn't gonna talk about it because she didn't like it. So
Amy's was Ruby Fever by Alana Andrews. I think that's a fantasy, right?
Yeah, it's in the 6th book in the Hidden Legacy series. They're all about these sisters. Like the first 3 was about Nevada, and then the second set of 3 were about Catalina. I haven't got to that one yet. I really want to get to that part. I'm on number 4, so I'll be in the second set. So I can't wait.
Oh, okay.
Urban fantasy, yeah.
Nice. And then I think Cozy said what she read.
Yeah,
maybe.
she did too. I'm like, why is it all of a sudden I can't find what I'm wanting to look for? When I'm in a hurry, I can't find things. Oh, here it is, the Scavenger Hunt chat. It's like, okay, she read Witch Trial. It's a Full Moon Mystery number 2 by Kate Conte. And I know she said she's really enjoying that series. So
nice. And while we're there, since I'm seeing it now, Elizabeth, the Scavenger Hunt pick will be the 24th of September.
For the craft. So, Witch Hunt is the first book in the Full Moon Mystery series by Kate Conte. It says murder isn't always crystal clear, especially when the prime suspect discovers she's a witch. Violet Mooney owns the Full Moon Crystal Shop in a quaint North Harbor, Connecticut. Still grieving her beloved grandmother's recently unexpected death, she takes comfort in her fat orange cat, Monty, and her work. Not everyone in town is thrilled with her business, however, when a disagreeable town councilwoman, Carla Fernandez, picks a fight over Violet's voodoo shop. It's a voodoo shop. The two have a very public confrontation. Of course, when Carla turns up dead, Violet gets little sympathy from the police as suspect number 1.
That sounds fun, actually. Yeah.
I think she's read she might have read the first 2. I think there's 2 out, maybe, or no, there's just 1 out. So, let's see. She said something about it. What did she say? I really enjoyed both books in this series, and I'm excited for book 3 to come out next year. I found both books entertaining and didn't think they were paranormal heavy, just the right amount. 4 stars. So
Oh, awesome. Okay. That's what I would have asked her too. So
yeah.
I'm glad she said that.
And then Crazy Ducky, which is Jessica, I think. Is that her name? I think.
I
Uh,
I'm not sure. I
she
think
read
so.
Misspelled by Morgana Best.
Oh,
It's book 1 in a Kitchen Witch mystery series. She enjoyed it enough. It definitely had a book 1 feel to it, and she will read book 2 and see how it goes. But it had everything that she loves: cozy food, witches, a cat, and best of all, it's set in Australia.
oh,
So
that's
yeah,
fun. And Australia cozy. I love that.
so
Um,
Misspelled.
I want to pop down here because Jillian said just popping in to say hi. We're at Universal Studios this week, so can't stay.
Oh, fun.
It's so good to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful time. That's amazing. Hope you're having a great time. I love
Yep.
Universal. I like Universal way. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that.
I would like to just go down there and just see any of it. But yeah, Universal would be fun, I think. Misspelled, it says Amelia Spelled has had a bad week. Her boyfriend dumped her when she inadvertently gives him food poisoning. Her workplace, the telecommunications center, fires all their staff as they are outsourcing offshore. And she is evicted due to smoke damage resulting from her failed attempt at baking. Okay, well, that just sounds funny right off the bat.
Wow, that's a bad time.
Oh,
Dang.
that
Gina
sounds
said,
like a lot of fun.
Final Fondue Book 3 in the 5 ingredient series by Maya Corrigan. Do you like that series? I enjoy it. I think that's a fun series by Maya Corrigan.
Yeah, I think I've had that on my list at one point, but I never got to it. The first one, anyway. It
Uh,
is a it is a foodie one, so I don't know. Ambergen read Ukulele Murder by Leslie Landry. Landry?
oh, that's part of the Hawaiian series that has all the different authors.
And she said it was really good read. She gave it 5 stars.
Oh, nice.
It's the Aloha Lagoon series, I guess. Is that it? Or oh wait, no, Gemma Holiday, maybe. Reading all this on the book. Ukulele. Can I spell ukulele without looking? No, I can't.
Um,
That would be a good
Momax
one
said,
for anybody who needs a U. Ukulele.
right? Momax, I'm laughing at Storm giggling at that synopsis.
It's curious to see what. Oh, it's the first one in that series. Okay.
Oh,
It says Nani Johnson thought she had made it when she moved from Kansas to the resort town of Aloha Lagoon. Okay, I can't pronounce the Hawaiian island. In spite of her charitably crazy or certifiably crazy mom, Narni is determined that nothing will stop her from becoming a ukulele virtuoso. Unfortunately, her Juilliard training doesn't help her break into the local music scene due to some heavy competition from the terrible trio, 3 hostile local musicians. The only work she finds in the is a few bar mitzvahs and a gig at a kimchi blue Hawaiian wedding chapel. That sounds
oh,
fun. Hmm. Says, but when Narni's competition drops dead right after a public feud, Narni becomes the police main suspect. The missing murder weapon, a mysterious threat, and a heck of a frame-up job all have Narni worrying. She'll be trading in her flowery, is it mamoose? Moo that's it, for prison orange. That
oh.
sounds kind of fun.
I'm finding some new books today that I had never heard
Yeah.
of. That's always fun. I was gonna answer. Hold on. I'm finding the name of the series. It's by Diana Orgain. The cozy or not cozy Cajun was just asking me. Um, so the
There's like
series is
mysteries.
by Diana Orgain, and the series is a Love or Money series. So the first book is kind of a Bachelor type series, like play off of The Bachelor, and then the second one is, or then this one of them's Amazing Racer. Only three, and I can't remember. I haven't read the third one, so I don't remember what the third one is. But I can pull it up real quick. It might be Survivor. Cozy's read all three. Um, the second one was The Amazing Race. I rated it 3. The first one I rated 4, and then it's not pulling it. Sorry. Um, After 2 hit reality TV shows brought ex-detective Georgia Thornton into America's living room, audiences can't get enough of her quest for love and justice. Now producers have come up with an all-new show set in a haunted castle in Golden, California. Georgia and 9 other contestants will solve the murder of a young woman who disappeared in the castle in the 1960s. So I don't know if that's a play off any certain show, but it's another like they're taping that. So in the book, they're like taping a reality show. So, um, it's a fun series. The first one was probably my favorite, but I need to read the third one. Tiffany, I've decided I'm not going to look at your YouTube channel anymore because you keep making me add to my TBR and depleting my bank account.
I'm telling
I
you, Regina, you just watch it, but you don't go anywhere. You just watch it. You don't write anything down. You don't go to Goodreads. You just watch it.
Yeah.
That's how I go in.
I feel you. Even when I'm doing the spotlights myself, I add so many books
That's
because
why she's got like
like
3,000 on her want to read list because she's like, oh, that sounds good. That
I
sounds good.
do. I finally got it below 5,000, but I think it's at about 40. When I say below 5,000, I think it's like at 4,900 and something, but it's below 5,000.
And that's after she like went through and took off a few, right?
I I deleted a bunch of them. You're welcome. Melmac said that Cozy could fulfill you for the Alphabet Challenge or Hawaii and the Cozy road trip. Yeah. And then on the newest Spotlight, there's a series that just started out of Mississippi. It's a book related series. I don't remember Main Street Books or something like that. And it's set in Mississippi. And I'm like, oh, just at the right time because I need a Mississippi book.
I'm like, I need to go through mine and look and see on my alphabets what I don't have because I forget to update it. I read.
I don't think I know of any series that are in Mississippi. The other one that I still need there is Nebraska. I still need to read several, but I kind of have an idea of what I'm reading. But I don't. There's only one series I've even found that's in Nebraska, and it's an older series, and I don't know if it's something I want to read. So I'm got my fingers crossed that maybe I'll find a KU series eventually before the end of the year for Nebraska.
Yeah, I need. I think next year, I think I might just on all books that I read and just see like what books I read the most in the most places. I would say probably like England
Oh yeah.
would be like my top.
Well,
I'm curious.
not for me. It'd be like the Northeast area
Yeah.
of the U.S. Not
Yeah, with your
necessarily
cozies, I'm sure. Yeah, that's probably where. But I'm like, if with all
Maine.
books, not my non cozies and
Yeah.
cozies, I'm curious to see. I think because I read a lot of like historical mysteries, and a lot of times they're set in like Regency era or Victorian England or.
Yeah. Melmac said Storm. I came across a new cozy series set in Missouri.
Oh, really? There's not a whole lot set in
There's not a
Missouri.
whole lot. And there was one that I'd never heard of in some video I did fairly recently. I don't know if it was a spotlight or if it was just a coming out, but there was one set in Missouri because it caught my eye.
Yeah. I do know like my favorite one. The I always forget the name of it. the Country Club Mysteries is set in Kansas City, Missouri. So.
Oh, is it?
Mhm.
Oh, well, then I have my Missouri already done. Look at
See,
that.
there you go. Ta-da.
Sometimes I don't remember where they're set, and I
Mhm.
like if you go back, like it's hard to like find some of the state that it's in. Sometimes.
Yeah, well, and I a lot of times I just don't remember, and if it's not on the blurb,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
like,
Like if I go back and look and it's not on the blurb, I'm just like, oh, I don't know.
and so well, and I knew the country club one was set in Kansas City. Well, there is Kansas City, Missouri, and there's Kansas City, Kansas, because it's like
Right.
a border thing, and so I just thought it was in the other part, and then somebody said, that's in Missouri, right? And I was like, I never even really thought it. Just Kansas City, I just automatically went to Kansas instead of Missouri.
Mel Max said, I like books set anywhere in the British Isle. I read
Mhm.
a lot set in England and Ireland. Nice. Hannah, I read one set in Missouri. It was a eh. uh,
There's not very many in Oklahoma either, is there?
not that I know of.
I think that's a hard one too. Yeah.
Um, Elizabeth said, oh, yeah, the series I read last weekend for the Create Your Own Readathon was set in Missouri near the Lake of the Ozarks. I meant to tell
Oh,
story.
well, that's cool. I was gonna say because yeah, in general, I don't read a lot of books set in Missouri.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a Dogwood Spring series by Sally Bayless. Don't say that. Don't say there's none.
I was reading that.
I need one for my cozy road trip challenge. So there's got to be something. I'll keep looking around.
Dog would say it, Sally. I was looking up this one.
A woman? Oh, the Dogwood.
Yeah, see.
I've never heard of that.
I haven't either, but did I not put it in right? Dogwood Springs. It's not coming up. I hate when you do that, when you look something up and it won't come up. But if you look up the author's name, then it's like on there. It's like, okay, so why couldn't you like give it to me?
I've said this before, but my biggest gripe with any kind of search thing is I can put in like Oklahoma and take out the L, let's say, and I misspell Oklahoma and I don't put the L in, and there'll be books about siding your house, but nothing about Oklahoma. It's one letter off, literally one letter, and you couldn't make the connection that that's what I was looking for. But you give me books about making hot apple cider. Like it's the most random things in the world, especially when it's like the author and I miss one letter and you clearly know what the author is.
Okay, I even looked up just that author, Sally Bayless, and I still don't find a Dogwood Springs anywhere. So they must not have it on Goodreads yet or something.
Well, go for it, librarian.
I don't even know what it's about. I couldn't go for it.
Sally Bayless, I found it.
Why do you
Dogwood
find it?
Springs.
I can't.
I found it on Amazon.
Oh, on Amazon. Okay.
So the first book is called Antiques, Artifacts, and Alibis. Oh, so maybe it's going to be another one where there's like 3 letters and that'll
Oh,
be good.
okay. Well, here it is. It just doesn't have the name of the series attached to it.
It says Lily Ballard's got everything she needs to rebuild her life, a new job, a new friend, and a newly adopted golden retriever. Then there's the dead body in her new office. She is the director of a history museum in the small town of Dogwood Springs, Missouri. Oh, I think I might like that. Nice.
Even if it's about antiques.
Well, the history museum is what probably really I like. There are a few cozies in Oklahoma. Look up Jean Hager. Okay. We'll do so. There is a cozy set in Oklahoma. The Sunflower Cafe series by Amy Lillard is set in Kansas, but the MC moves from Oklahoma. Oop, I think I just skipped something. The Iris House B&B by Jean Hager is in Oklahoma. Maggie, there's an entire Broadway musical set in Oklahoma. It's Mel Mac. You had me for a second. She's talking about Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Yeah.
I thought she was talking about an entire Broadway series, and I was like, how has nobody told me about this? You all have failed me as my friends. But then she's just talking about the musical. I hate when I get a new office and there's a dead body. Yeah.
Always puts a cramp in things.
I hate when people leave things in the drawers, let alone a new body. Buggy said, Melmac, yes, and most people think that's still how Oklahomans act. LOL. We have cards. That's funny.
Chicks and ducks and geese like to scurry.
Love it.
I like that. That's my favorite song.
All right, everyone. Well, if it, y'all are welcome to.
Now, Tiffany, you're making Melmac laugh now.
I think that's it for me. I'm just really feeling yucky. I started feeling yucky last night. I'm sorry, guys.
I think we made it through all the.
Yeah, we did.
We're at the bottom and everything.
We're at the bottom. So, all right, everyone. Well, have a great. Yeah, I'm sure. Have fun in the Discord reading and all that stuff. Thank you, guys. I'm probably gonna go lay down. So, thank you, and everybody have a great rest of your Saturday. Storm, thanks so much, and we will see you guys on Monday. Bye, everyone. Thank you. All right, buddy. You ready?